caught in a fever dream, can't fall asleep, never felt so strong. When I thought I was over love, just a chemical, you proved me wrong. You don't even know what you do to me. When you're next to me, there's a spark in the air, something I can't say takes a hold of me. Your energy, it's not even fair. And I finally believe, 'cause it's not that hard to see, that I could walk the world for a century. I'd be incomplete, no one else can compare. We were meant to be. It's not hard to believe in love when you shine as bright as 1,000 suns. I don't know where you're taking me, escape velocity to another world. You don't even know what you do to me. When you're next to me, there's a spark in the air, something I can't say takes a hold of me. Your energy, it's not even fair. And I finally believe, 'cause it's not that hard to see, that I could walk the world for a century. I'd be incomplete, no one else can compare. We were meant to be.
Standing on the edge of a cliff, realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from him, send with me tonight. I run away.
Inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, and I don't need to go around anymore. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway and cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right?
Hello guys, hi, good morning or good noon. Time check, it's 12:10 p.m. Hello, what's up? Hello sa inyong lahat. Again guys, my name is Mztrdale and today we're going to spectate na miss ko yung game kagabi ng PGL Major between FaZe Clan and FaZe Clan and Navi. Gusto malaman kung sino yung nanalo na Major. We're just going to spectate the gameplay. Right. So without further ado, get this.
That was where Carrigan at the helm of FaZe experienced the greatest anguish of his career. For history to be made tonight, maybe history has to be broken. The final map is Inferno, just like it was all those years ago. Is it heartbreak again? Or did FaZe rewrite that story?
Here we go.
Pressure makes legends, and only one team can be that. Na'Vi writing a new chapter, a new book. FaZe trying to right wrongs. And Carrigan, the king of Copenhagen,
Round
at
one.
the helm of it all, versus an
Inferno,
LCB
FaZe Clan versus Na'Vi.
finally led an international team, not just to major playoffs, but to the
FaZe Clan
grand
ako.
final.
FaZe Clan ako.
Inferno is bound to be epic.
Always used to make for a great decider. And so let's see if that holds true here and now. Robs starting things off over in the boiler. And it looks like the rest of FaZe Clan want to come around and join him. Na'Vi lie in wait with only 2 players to defend this side of the map. Ema and Bit, they've got their work cut out for them. Pressure towards the powers. They'll deal with Rops early. They flushed him out from balcony. The apartments are clear, but rent is due. FaZe are moving in. Tap on a Bit. And that stems the bleeding. That stops the aggression. That allows a bomb plant here for FaZe Clan. They know how important this early game is. And so they want to try and take space away. They're going to pressure Ema, but he will not go down without a fight.
Nice.
He takes up his position. FaZe Clan still searching, still hunting, but that might hurt them in the long run. Bit has the chance right there, and with Brokey dead, it's just the captain, it's just Carrigan, alone in the pit, no one by his side.
Okay.
And so Na'Vi,
Nice try.
they're the ones
Nice
that get off to a good start now.
That is not an easy round for Na'Vi, even with a 5v4.
That's right.
They may have FaZe surrounded, but we talk about how hard these retakes are, how easy these post plants can feel. FaZe feel uncomfortable. They're shaking in their skin, just trying to hunt down Na'Vi, who hold off for the right amount of time. A huge pistol. FaZe come through. There was never a doubt. Galil's on 4, but Na'Vi want to keep them honest in middle. Deep smoke, deep Molotov, denial of space, and a denial of vision for Ema. He gets flashed out. Frozen comes hounding down.
Frozen in the smoke. But spammed out by Alexi. He'll go no further. They waited over in middle, waited for this smoke to fade, and now they try to play their hand through it, and it's fast up in the top mid. Explosive, but into the crossfire.
Damn, crossfire.
Wonderful. Will hold the fort down, and he buys enough time for JL to come in and finish what he started.
Oh, motor mouth for Alexi. Rapid calls as well, making
Shall
sure
not
his
pass.
team are lit up and
Shall
awaiting
not pass
for
in
this
mid.
final map. They were gone. Disappeared in Mirage, but an opportunity presented for Na'Vi to start strong on the final map of play. Months
Kita ba
in
yung paa niya?
preparation.
Kita ba yung paa niya?
In preparation on the an opportunity presented for Na'Vi to start strong
Kita nga.
on the final
Kita
map of
konti.
play. Months in preparation. And this major's culmination in the next hour or so.
It's the exact start Na'Vi wanted. Now, while we give FaZe all that respect for how convincingly they showed up on Mirage, it felt like Na'Vi had just flowing too close to the sun. They thought they had this one in the bag. But a little time in between games, a chance to talk to one another and really talk, and then you come in here, you win the pistol, you convert that second round this time, a feat you weren't able to accomplish back on Mirage.
It can be forgotten. Write it off. This is a BO1 right now, with the world on their shoulders, with everything to play for. Legacy. Are Na'Vi truly born to win? Alexi spraying, they come gunning through. The pistols are making this round tense.
JL, all that stands between them in this site. JL, he'll lock them out of it, buying time. Na'Vi have got everyone here now. And just like that, FaZe Clan have to look for other options, other avenues.
Kaninong pick
Greener
tong map na to?
pastures here as they run it back through mid. Fast on the rotate.
Inferno.
Here's Imma.
He can't stop
FaZe
this,
Clan.
surely.
Can't catch him on the cross, but he will find Rain, and now it's just Brokey. A Deagle and a bomb plant, that's all he's got to work with. Na'Vi are the ones on the clock, but it's Brokey feeling all the pressure, swinging it with the Deag, and with these shots missing, that window is closing, that gap is closing. Brokey can't find a thing. 7 bullets, and he won't convert the kill. It's all JL to keep this round in check.
Pusan pa ng bala.
Thin margins right now, but Na'Vi are ticking all the boxes.
It is what it is, bro.
One more bullet in that MP9, that would be the way in. Denied at the door again. A strong start for Na'Vi, but we haven't seen FaZe come through with a full buy. This will be it. Wonderful early on the AWP. We've been waiting for him to have his moment in this series. It certainly wasn't Mirage. This isn't his first rodeo. Well, you've got a team of Na'Vi players who have barely played 10 big tier 1 lands, with the exception of Alexi and Bit. Wonderful, no stranger to a major stage. Saw him in Spirit, 1.2 rating, getting into those playoffs. We know what he can do, and now Na'Vi need him to show it.
Oh, nades downrange, and Frozen is found. Dealt with early. A star from both maps for FaZe Clan fizzles out of existence here in their first rifle round. And Ema, quick as he arrives over towards B, he's ready over at long. Carrigan sent and bit in alongside him. The A site is closed, and FaZe, they will get that memo.
Carrigan wala pang patay, walang kills. Brokey 0 kills. Rain 3 kills, 4 deaths. Frozen 1 kill. 4
And a
deaths.
1v2 that decides to FaZe have anything to play for in this round. Alexi
Molotov.
beginning that rotate, and the molly's going to be there in time. Time is the one resource that FaZe Clan do not have. He doesn't elect to throw it. It comes in too late. They're already past this. Bomb dropped. JL into the back of the site. This Bastion that just refuses to give up ground will get run down. So now it's Rops. Has to go where no one's gone before. 1v5 at the B site and tap on the bomb, but not given the fights. Wonderful. Will walk that one home.
In-stick niya siguro yung plan. May bonus pa yun.
Composure from Na'Vi. This is a different team
Chag
to
Norris,
the
he can
one we
chag
saw
too.
on Mirage.
Absolutely. Got to give it to this roster for resetting in
Denmark
that way.
again.
Sure, first map looked fantastic. We didn't doubt FaZe to show up in the second. But the fashion that they did, the threat posed to Na'Vi, and still they do not shrink under the lights on the stage. In the highest pressure game of their careers, they rise to the occasion. 4-0 now on CT side. Do those doubts come creeping in? Na'Vi going where some of these individuals have never gone before, all the way.
I think it comes off of an incredibly one-sided map as well. The resilience to believe you still got this one and to come back into the third in outstanding form. JL is the one leading the charge. Almost 170 ADR.
Huh.
And so FaZe slow it right down. They haven't liked the pace of these last few rounds. Na'Vi anxiously await them. Roki's flash starts to tee up the aggression up through Banana, but another smoke down. Thus far, FaZe have respected every single one of them. So that won't change anytime soon. But look at this mid-round re-aggro out of Na'Vi. Grouping in top mid, they're trying to take real estate back, and they spot their top middle is clear. They've given Alexi all he needs to work with in this round to piece it together.
It would have to be a Carrigan classic with the late rotate, because right now it looks destined to be this B-bomb site. Alexi wants to force this. He wants to catch them sleeping at the wheel. Flash blinds him. Do they see? No! They find out the hard way. A TK comes through. JL atop the boxes, and FaZe fall. They crumble. 20 seconds, nothing to show for it. Carrigan may find the gap, but there's no bomb, there's no chance. It's all Na'Vi.
Wala talaga. Wala talaga.
This is monumental. FaZe cannot get a grip. 2 timeouts after 5 rounds.
They're feeling the pressure, they're feeling the burn. Alexi's got them right where he wants them. And we're finally getting that form out of JL again, that terrifying form. The best form he's ever displayed, shining through in the Na'Vi jersey. 9-1 to start this game. This could be a career-defining performance if JL can keep this up.
This could be an MVP locked in for JL. He has been the outlier for Na'Vi. He has been a rock in this competition. Going from a middling man in Apex back at Paris, sure, they make a run, but he wasn't the star. He wasn't the outlier. Right now, he's writing a new chapter. FaZe. Back to basics. This banana position so difficult to break through. But FaZe have not lost this map in this year. They've played it 4 times. They have the depth, they have the belief. Do they have a chance? Na'Vi are giving them no way in. Alexi retreats to grab more utility back in the spawn. FaZe finally flashed through that smoke at the minute mark. But Na'Vi don't let them in for free.
They're already ahead of the Molotov. They played right through it, and so Alexi's got to be gun on. Straight shooter, first kill found. It's Carrigan as the IGLs clash. Alexi's got to have even more, getting run at by the pistols. He won't stand the test of time.
This is huge.
Bomb plant found. Hell of a spam out a bit. What a great time for it. That tips the scales back in Na'Vi's favor, even though they're the ones playing catch up. Another spam. Bit. What is this form? He doesn't even see them. And now they run in. Rops is shut down.
Talo pa rin.
It's all Bit, baby.
Retake pa rin.
He bites back. And once again, he looks for vengeance against FaZe in a final.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he is that legacy Na'Vi player. He is the one still standing from when Na'Vi
Retake pa rin. Nakala ko okay na yun.
He's the one with the score to settle versus FaZe Clan.
And it was a close game last time. They lost Inferno to FaZe, but they lost it in OT. Right now, FaZe have
Talaga yun ang una dun. 4
a
kills.
couple of chances, a bomb plant here and there. But Na'Vi are not giving them peace of mind that they can be competitive in this grand final. Was Mirage just a smudge for Na'Vi? Because they're seeing far more clearly now.
Partida pa. Ito yung pick ng FaZe, map pick ng FaZe Clan.
The cracks are
Pero
showing.
wala pa sila isang panalo.
Pressure is certainly building for FaZe.
Great setup as well. Wonderful, not been needed on this A site. Now's the time. Got Ima with a lot to do as well. Bit will be that first point man. The Ross goes in, it's a 50-50, he rolls wrong.
Now Bit posted, they try to run him down through the molly, but by his side and Bit in this form. He has not forgot Antwerp. He has not forget the last time that these two teams matched up in a major grand final. Bit wants revenge, and he wants it swiftly.
You give him an AK, he'll give you a major trophy.
Damn it, 4 kills.
He'll give you a reason to regret it. FaZe, faceless
4K.
in this final map.
And the thing that's so wild is after Na'Vi's run through that elimination stage, Bit was not the man you thought you would look to in this grand final to be the difference maker.
He's making more than a difference. He is making this a nightmare for FaZe Clan. More aggression. JL hasn't exactly been sleeping towards his B site.
Oh!
Good grenades in this round. Look at the brutality down Banana.
Dalawang 5
players on their last
points na lang yung ano, life.
JL
Carrigan
feels
tsaka
free to play
the Frozen.
solo and reinforce what has already been a rock-solid A site.
Walang FaZe Clan.
FaZe haven't been in an A
Hirap
post
sila
since
dito.
the pistol.
Up-pick pa naman to nila.
They've had nothing to fall back on. And still at the
Up-pick
minute
ng
mark,
FaZe Clan,
wonderful
sila yung
cold mid.
dino-dominate.
Full bracket info. That should free up Alexi. He will be required eventually. Re-smoke, good time.
Isang nade lang na ito, pitas tong dalawa. Isang nade.
JL bides at the back of the coffins, looking to put them in boxes.
They're going to come through this smoke. They're going to try and play with some confidence here of FaZe. And that will get them control over the site, but JL spamming away is still a threat here. And Rain learns that the hard way. Any more?
Oh dear.
JL on the spam.
They're so low.
Everyone is injured. Everyone is wounded. Rops, the only man with HP. RV poised for a retake. They want to keep this scoreline flawless. Alexi rounding the corner, the rest of the team in behind him. Ima locked in a separate fight at Banana, one that has yet to come through. It's Brokey to open. They deal with Ima on the flank, but it's only Frozen left standing. One kill from him. Any more? Frozen has got to be the guy, got to be the one.
Oh! First win! First win! First win!
They waited 2 years and
Parang
he
nanalo
came
ng finals.
through right at the right time. Frozen is
Isang
having
win pala
an
yun.
unbelievable final, and FaZe need to propel off of that clutch.
Parang nanalo ng finals.
It doesn't
Isang win
get
pa lang
closer
yun.
than that. 5 points the difference. 1v3.
Na'Vi lose 1 round and the timeout is immediate. That felt like a bit of a misstep. They knew about that last player over towards Banana, and yet the first man in was not checking for it. So this is that one chance now to keep your boot firmly pressed against FaZe and don't let them build back into this.
I mean, they win, but at what cost, right? They get out with Galils. FaZe have no money to show after this streak of rounds for Na'Vi. They cannot get comfortable, not yet. Again,
Hard push
blistering
now.
pace, back up Banana.
Hard push. Pasok
Wanting
agad.
vengeance
Sobrang
once
aggressive
more,
na
but
nila.
there are 3 players in this bomb site right now.
Oh, awkward for JL, but he will get flashed in.
Oh.
Hopefully they fall away. It's Imma to spam Carrigan out of the round. 0-9.
How many smoke spams have we seen in this game? I mean, we see Inferno played at the highest level, and it is so punishing. FaZe cannot get anything for free. It comes at the cost of health or time. They're going to explode again.
Through the molly, through the smokes. FaZe always playing through the util. They deal with Alexi. JL back of the site. Had a great start to the game, but he's got to do a lot here, does JL. They're pressuring him onto the USP. Got to try and do it with the side up. What? They just can't deal with him, but eventually Rain will. 2v3 in the retake.
Oh, team kill!
Oh,
Team
dear.
kill!
The threat
Team
comes
kill.
from within.
Who can
Sorry,
be
man.
trusted?
Umarang ka kasi.
Take a deep breath now. That may be FaZe's fate set up in this 3rd map.
Still a ways to go, but it's certainly not a bad way to start. I think it's clear that they've got Na'Vi feeling a little bit of pressure, considering this was a 7-0 start. You wouldn't imagine that pressure build-up is so soon, but it was wonderful.
Set up.
Will.
Eh, ano?
2v3 in the
Like
retake.
flash. Bang!
2v3 in the retake.
So, ito dapat yung i-flick niya. Sino yan?
Be feeling so
Anti.
soon, but it's wonderful. First
Anti.
man in to that 1v3 that gets given over to Frozen.
The hardest round is the last round, closing the game. That's the difficult part. It's one thing to start 7-0, but stopping a comeback, a very different reality. Hey, FaZe know exactly how hard that final round can be. If I say 15-9, you know what I mean.
Ayun.
15-11.
And that was a 2v3 that Na'Vi looked interested in as well.
Yeah.
They wanted to try and keep punishing FaZe. They wanted to do anything to stop them chaining rounds together. If you catch FaZe sleeping, you're in the golden spot, but it's a team that can build back very, very quickly. You don't want a 1v3 and a TK to be the defining outcome, the turning point for FaZe. And so this round, JL throws himself into the fight, straight down Banana. He's opened this up for Na'Vi.
Make good with what you got, right? Limited weapons, limited util to buy this time for Na'Vi on CT. So JL just throws himself in. It forces FaZe reaction on the other side of the map. Concessions made, but options opened on A. For how long is the question? That 4th rotate is here. JL committed. And FaZe's solution, an apt one in these last 2 rounds, has been to play ahead of the util, explode through the smoke, catch Na'Vi on different timings. And while it's been effective back-to-back, now they've got to beat back the AWP.
Let's see if Wonderful is feeling that pressure. Holding the line, he opens with the first. Carrigan churned up At the first light of that AWP, they try to find it over towards Long, and in doing so, they run up into
Wala
Alexi.
silang mga jiggle pick.
Navi look to put those last 2 rounds behind them here and now, and it's just Brokey, now Rops, that stands between them and that goal. Straight away, Navi are back into it. A lost clutch, an awkward retake, and they leave that behind them. Back to their winning ways now.
And FaZe have dealt with a lot of difficult games, difficult playoff matches, grand finals. But this would be a comeback unlike any other. Na'Vi in full control of the CT side, even with blunders being made. Almost nothing comes for free. Carrigan killless still. Rops his quietest major yet. Rain not feeling like an MVP anymore. It's only been Frozen saving this one for FaZe. The new boy on the block. They need to go deeper than that.
Carrigan over towards Long, first man in, first man to fall. Rain will reply. That's a foothold taken over on the long side. Wonderful tries to react with this AWP. Hasn't had to do much yet on this CT side. He's been good for the kills whenever they're available, and that's another example of this. Rops offered up. Wonderful's not content with just the first. Brokey waits around this corner. Wonderful. Oh, and so finally he has his round. Jail mopping up Banana. And Na'Vi are building all over again. Wonderful. Spots that final player, and even then doesn't take the risk. Rain is a dead man walking as Na'Vi surge through this third and final map.
And how long did we wait to see if Wonderful was the real deal? A title taker, a Titan toppler. He was left to wither in Sprout. But now up on the big stages, unfazed by the pressure. In this final bout for glory, for legacy.
For honor.
Only one death in this entire map. A monstrous appearance against G2. Wonderful is the real deal right now. Can FaZe break through yet again? A glimmer at the end of their T side. Another smoke to appear through. Na'Vi's util has been near perfect this entire game.
I mean, their read over what FaZe are doing here has been stellar. For that, you've got to credit Alexi, but even the kind of individual moments, those micro moments, they've all come through for Na'Vi. And so a desperate play up through A. Wonderful will get traded, but Bit still stands. And Bit doesn't want to let them in for free. He's now the only hope up in the apartments. But at 16-4. Having his best game in the major right now. In the grand final, in the third map. Bit still has more to give, still has more to say. Frozen quakes in his boot as the end is nigh, and Bit is the one looking to deliver it. Rain in the pit, and a lot of time ticked off this bomb. Rain can't secure.
Nice.
But Brokey will. Just about 3. Heading into the second half, the last half to be played up on this stage. It's not a lot of ground to cover. A huge challenge, an insurmountable challenge stands before FaZe, and for Na'Vi, they are in top form right now.
Every single player playing at their peak, it feels. We have Parasema, we have JL a step above, and we have the behemoth Bit. Making life difficult for FaZe. 3 rounds, it's enough. It's just enough. But FaZe need to muster everything they've got. They're captain killless at halftime.
And even that is terrifying, right? You want Carrigan in top form to feel comfortable, to make the calls to recover this game. And for him, this is like deja vu.
He's got to
this
trust
is a
on it.
nightmare.
He's got to trust on his team now. He's got to rely on the firepower, the star power of FaZe. Exactly what this roster is and always has been. Some of the best shooters in the game. And they can't make a mistake. Na'Vi frothing at the mouth, but Alexi holds them back. Make sure you just win this pistol, and that trophy might be yours.
Na'Vi are flowing. The read over the game has been stellar. Even in this round, they were about to walk into the three-man B-stack in the pistol, and they decide last minute to up and leave, moving back over to an under-defended A site. It's Rain and it's Rops to try hold back the coming tide of Na'Vi. Rops pressured, Rops dealt with, and Rain finished off as well. The site cracked wide open.
There is no respite for FaZe. No pistol to give them a freebie to elevate this number. No, it gets worse. Na'Vi, you have to throw yourself through here. 10 rounds is right around the corner. Can Na'Vi squeeze those shots out? Glocks on a crossfire, some whiff bullets, but JL recovers and he looks to close. 2 more kills, and Wonderful is there. As Na'Vi know, this is inevitable.
Wala pang kontra dun.
It has to be. Alexi tried for so long, so many international rosters. It was 5 years ago we saw him in a major grand final with a full finish team, but ever since unsuccessful. And not only did he take down his former roster in G2 in that semi-final, now he's taking down the big dog of Counter-Strike to secure a major victory.
And there's so little standing in their way. And Alexi can feel that. Na'Vi can feel that. They know that they've got FaZe quaking in their boots. And with each round, each kill, they're moving closer to Counter-Strike's holy grail. Once more, the A site crumbles. Na'Vi are up to the task after getting destroyed on their map pick and Mirage. Better teams, more experienced squads would have crumbled here. But Na'Vi have doubled down. They earned their spot in this grand final. They weren't about to let it slide away from them. They doubled down heading into a third map. And everyone comes alive. FaZe are left with one shot, one stab in the dark to try and stop being swallowed up whole by Na'Vi.
Wala pang laban ng
And we
FaZe
saw
clan
at
na ito.
Katowice just how devastated Carrigan could be. That 0-3 to Spirit in a grand final. FaZe couldn't even get their foot in the door, and the entire roster looked destroyed. But this one
wow,
may hurt
mama.
more. So close, but maybe too far a task for FaZe Clan. On home soil, on their 3rd time in the Royal Arena, in a grand final. And all they have to show is silver. That would be devastating. And this final time,
Outside din talaga to si Blade mag-coach.
legendary
Ay, yung mga plano
player,
niya,
now coach
mga
Neo,
readouts nila.
has got to inspire something.
I mean, they're very aware of where they're at, just how dire this is. They would be playing for overtime otherwise, so they've thrown all their money on the line here and now.
Wow.
This round decides the outcome of this game. Carrigan at 0-13. Maybe a new darkest hour upon him in the 3rd and final map.
The king getting dethroned in front of his nobleman. Na'Vi in no hurry. A full spread default. Apps take. Banana, theirs. And at so little cost. FaZe have to hold on to what they got. It is not a lot. Molly ready at the B bomb site. Smoke must go. Na'Vi chomping at the bit. The guillotine is out.
What are you doing? Ba't ka
Over
lumingog?
his head. Carrigan blocks him for a moment.
Small sigh of relief for FaZe as they do stop what was looking to be a B explode from Na'Vi, but Alexi left options open here, even in his absence.
Oh, smoke mo dyan.
The backup plan still looks to come through for Na'Vi as they work their way up long. Bit has been unstoppable, and so there's no slowing him down now. He wants that second major trophy in his cabinet, and he's looking to take Na'Vi there to the promised land. Bit chains together another, and as Carrigan moves in, no kill yet. Will finally deal with Bit, but can't follow through. This might be a foregone conclusion. FaZe risked everything on this buy. Frozen has been the guy across all three maps to shine bright for FaZe, but he's been spotted. No element of surprise. JL and Wonderful, they will close this. FaZe
Parang bagal makarotate.
Na'Vi elated. As 5 kills is all that stands between Na'Vi and a major title.
Almost the last team you would expect to take it when you saw that stacked bracket. We had the 7 best teams on the planet. And Na'Vi block out the outside world. They eclipse Eternal Fire. They murder G2. And now FaZe, their final foe.
And to do it in this fashion, it's not even been a competitive third map. This is a brutalization of a world-class roster before your very eyes.
To recover from Mirage in the way they did, the way they died, that felt like the series had started for FaZe. But the reality is so much grimmer. And Na'Vi tiptoe their way to a trophy at the first Counter-Strike 2 major.
Lexi couldn't do it with his Finnish brethren, but entrusted with Na'Vi's first ever international venture. He looks to take home the gold. And he wants FaZe to feel that. He knows they're under all the pressure. A slow round with a big ending. Victory is right there for Na'Vi, and all that's left to do is reach out and grab it.
What?
Ema opens, Bit responds.
Naunahan pa siya nun?
And Na'Vi, with each kill, with each second, they can feel that they are on their way to the crowning achievement of Counter-Strike. In the city of spires, a new kingdom looks to arise. Na'Vi, 1 kill away. And they know it now. They all know it now. The best moment of the rest of their lives is about to come through. And there's the killing blow. Na'Vi's highest height in years, and the gamble of taking breakout players from Paris and molding them in their image pays off.
Vindication for one of Counter-Strike's brightest minds, a former foe flying the flag of Na'Vi coming in from the north.
Yeah, Antwerp was a long time ago, but that's where FaZe made their fortune. 16,000 people in the arena tonight, so let me hear you!
We are blessed with some of Counter-Strike's brightest minds in the server tonight for this best-of-3 grand final. Carrigan v Alexi, FaZe v Na'Vi. And Ancient is where this begins. Dare I say, Inferno's where it ends. We have a beautiful
Grand final? Map to Mirage.
Are 13 rounds away from engraving their name. As we sit this evening in the kingdom of Counter-Strike, I ask for one thing, Royal Arena. Raise it! Give me your energy!
Carrigan had to know that this one was coming. He had to know that Mirage was going to be coming through the pipeline here.
PGL.
Sometimes this FaZe squad do their best work from behind.
Some of the youngsters out here really looking to prove themselves on the big stage, not necessarily messing around, although I say that as Christian has picked up a bright red Nova shotgun.
PGL.
What am I want to go back to
That rotate in and Rops is cut down. Na'Vi aren't messing around. Those guns come out and immediately.
to eternal fire.
On Na'Vi's side, Alexi B, the mastermind. His grand design finally coming to fruition.
On quite a show.
Yeah,
All of us. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'll be with that signature form that is.
And now, and afterwards, yes, you can. Yes, we've been playing well. Yes, we did well against Vitality. Yes.
Strike the pressure, they drink it.
With some of Counter-Strike's brightest minds in the server tonight for this best-of-3 grand final. Carrigan v Alexi, FaZe v Na'Vi, and Ancient is where this begins. Dare I say, Inferno's where it ends. We have a beautiful map pool for this series.
So ito yung finals
I
kagabi.
mean, you're going to be treated to two of the best tactical masterminds going head-to-head. This is exactly what we wanted out of a grand final, the first grand final in Counter-Strike 2.
To think the FaZe came straight through with the Ancient pick. Na'Vi, they showed us grit on this map last night. Now FaZe have to face it head-on. Bit up in A main, looking for the first engagement.
In the right place with the dual Berettas is Bit. Nearly caught getting out of there, and Na'Vi, unperturbed, they're going to bring a second player over. Easy does it from FaZe Clan in the pistol. Nothing crazy and explosive out of them just yet. But they are slowly but surely taking this main space away. And that's when Bit decides to get involved. It's Carrigan, fan favorite, dead first.
Yeah, but it does allow a player to slip into Donut. FaZe have real estate in this round, and Na'Vi haven't full rotated off that B site just yet. They don't know. They can't be certain. Alexi probes middle, desperate for information. It steps right in, he is, and he attacks. Look at this gap.
He's found the golden window right now, man. No one to keep an eye on this. Ima's kind of having to turn around and check for it, but that leads to him getting sandwiched. And so FaZe Clan are looking for the recovery. They go a man down to open up this pistol, but they find their gaps, they find their timings. And Na'Vi just have to sit back in this 2v4. They've got to come to terms with it. It might have started strong, but it's FaZe Clan picking up the pistol.
Slow and steady does win the race for Rain, and what a double entry for him, getting behind enemy lines. The MVP of Antwerp, FaZe's major trophy. And all while he was in fear of being cut from this very roster. Rain walks so FaZe can run, and Na'Vi just try and save their guns.
Very well recovered, very well recovered. And I mean, if that's a sign of things to come out of Raid, you're excited of just how far this can go for FaZe. A big game player, all that experience. Rain in this roster since its inception.
The architect, he's built it from the
Sino
ground
coach no
up.
ano? FaZe Clan. Si Tas pa rin ba?
And a gut punch for Ema. Back-to-back grand finals for this guy. No one expected that, not with the form he came through into this Na'Vi team. But yesterday against G2, he performed when it mattered most. And we're going to keep our eyes on him today as well in this final and see if he can bring that near MVP level performance he showed us in Paris. We know it's there. He's just got to dig deep. FaZe just trying to keep this clean. Mac-10s and methodical into the cave.
With Na'Vi having stacked so many bodies over towards that other side of the map, I mean, FaZe have got them right where they want them in this round. There's not much to get excited about here for Na'Vi. FaZe, this is very measured.
Yeah. Their hearts are racing as much as everyone else, Harry.
I mean, you know, they've seen what Na'Vi can do on these pistols. They've seen what JL can bring to the table there.
The fear of the Force is always a factor, but they've heard a USP towards this B-bomb site, so FaZe shouldn't be too concerned. Sooner the better before these rotates come in. And Karrigan at the helm. Just going to brute force his way into the empty site.
They don't know it yet, but they've already stuck the landing on this conversion. So that plant comes in right now. There is one man in the site with them in the form of Alexi, and he isn't being accounted for, but surely he can't make this weird. One kill off of the USP. Is there anything else from Alexi B in this round?
They got him boxed in. If Na'Vi can play this late enough, they can force FaZe to die with a bomb. We know how large that radius is on this site, on this map. And so Na'Vi go into the final few seconds to keep FaZe on their toes. Brokey loses his face. This one's getting expensive.
There's that JL Beagle and Ema moving in alongside him. Frozen is trapped right now. Frozen might need a helping hand. And so this round, it's not a win for Na'Vi, but it's damn close. A Pyrrhic victory for FaZe, as they lose nearly everyone in that anti-eco round. A round that was supposed to be crisp and clean ends up being anything but.
Yeah, Alexi keeps his troops tight, and that was a lot of rifles for FaZe, so it's not going to be too good of a feeling after that. Na'Vi have them ripe for a reset, right to break their money in round number 3. The buy comes through. Na'Vi's aggressive B-ramp moves are something FaZe need to keep an eye on the CT side. As Ades said, plenty of data, recent data, plays that can't be changed since that semi-final. FaZe want to set the pace, though, into the A site.
All right, it's been pretty slow and measured up until now, but FaZe trying to deal an early knockout blow here, running straight through main. Na'Vi have got the rotates, they're bringing everyone over, but will that be enough to stop the pace out of FaZe? Karrigan dead first, Ema and Wonderful put on a show. JL on that rotate in, and Robs is cut down. Na'Vi aren't messing around, those guns come out and immediately FaZe feel the full burn of Na'Vi.
A confident call to arms for Na'Vi. You see those instant smokes, you don't know whether to doubt them or not. Is that a commitment off the execute? Do we really want to drag every single player over? It's the mind games that we'll be keeping our eyes on in this matchup between these two in-game leaders. But Alexi calls right, and Na'Vi have just enough inside of the site. Now it's FaZe's chance to dance with pistols.
Oh, Frozen. Not afraid of the big stage, as it turns out. That's nearly the double. But he gets out with the first, and that is what really matters to FaZe right now in this low buy round. They open up on the Tech 9 once again. Karrigan battered out of it. Complains to the manager on that one. Alexi with the backstab. And a 3v3 now. Silence across over towards this A site. Alexi still pressuring through middle.
This is a dangerous reset. They could lose the bomb on this mid fight right now. Alexi has no idea, but the Deagle is coming through. Brokey lines up, but he can't connect the shot. He can reset. The help comes through. Frozen saves the day, and he might go for a little bit more. JL with a tap down mid, and suddenly FaZe are favorites no more.
Only Rob's left up in this one.
Damn.
But we've seen many a clutch out of this guy, some on this very map at this very major.
This reset is beautiful. There's no way you're ready for it. He forgot the bomb.
JL's got it in the bag. And so JL showing up in full force. Beautiful taps down through middle.
What a shot.
Props.
Where did this guy come from? We saw him in the playoffs of a major. We saw him with Apex making a bit of a run, falling to the champs. But he was not putting up rounds nor matches like he has been here in the Na'Vi jersey, playing up to the level, playing up to the stakes and the pressure. His rating exceeding that of ever before. No time like the present for JL to step up. And if you remember in that G2 game, it propelled Na'Vi forward on a 7-round streak. That one ace he found so early on the CT side. Can that explosive beginning for the Lithuanian do the same here? It certainly has to the money. FaZe have nothing to show for it.
A very well recovered round, considering how it starts as well, with Frozen getting the ball rolling out through mid. Those are very hard rounds to put away versus FaZe Clan. But with the just Glocks here on the FaZe side of things, you're not too worried. Wonderful is posted, right place for this AWP.
This is kind of a nice call for FaZe because it feels like a bomb plant is guaranteed. Unless Wonderful risks it all and re-swings with a USP, which he has been known to do, FaZe should be able to get a bomb plant here, certainly. And that's overall a win in this round. The info spotted on mid. Now Wonderful knows what's up, but can he put a stop to it?
Awkward miss. That's going to let the Glocks in. Ema will take up position in at CT.
Bomb start.
Right now, that bomb is trapped out behind the box. Bit moves through with Ema backing him up, and so it's well contained. Plant denied. The one thing FaZe wanted to get out of this round will elude them.
Bit of an error for Brokey to cross all the way behind Big. If he took the close routing, he could have got back to the side. With Carrigan and Donut, that's a perfect round to make yourself some money. Money he would love for that AWP. You want to talk Brokey, he has been an absolute monster in this major. Highest rated player for FaZe, slipping under the radar. So many players, so many question marks on the MVP of this tournament. And not just the winner of this final match, but who's he going to be? No op for now. Brokey has to sit on the sidelines.
Frozen's going to try stake his claim to mid again. Was able to do it with the Tech-9, so he's working that early. Wonderful here with the AWP, and he's got support as well. In the meantime, look at this from Carrigan, creeping through at the top of the B ramp.
Nico couldn't do that yesterday. Somehow Carrigan can.
And he's even got the read here, pushing up through the short smoke. Oh my God, Carrigan is making a play. Ema's got no idea. The captain carries the torch, and the rest of FaZe Clan follow him. This B site is now so tantalizing. They've spotted that AWP over in Donut. The one man they don't know about yet is Alexi.
Oh, they know. They've got a feeling in their bones. He's in a cage. If they don't clear this, he can make a slippery play, but FaZe seem more than aware of this possibility. The one part of the map they haven't cleared. And Alexi doesn't bite, he doesn't budge.
They wanted him to shoot off the flashbang. Brokey will clear it, and well checked there. Alexi now knowing about. And so getting out is not a certainty for Alexi B. He is pinned in, boxed in, Frozen. Should have this one dead to rights because Alexi eventually has to make a move. He's the one under the pressure to try and save this M4.
He's dead. Oh! 3! Alexi finds a way. The slippery Finn saves his AK, but FaZe saved the day, and it's all from the man on your screens. Amazing double entry, pushing through 2 smokes in that round, and catching Na'Vi by surprise.
Good return to form from Carrigan as well. He's had a bit of a rough start to this game, hasn't he? Always been that first man to fall for FaZe. But he makes his play in that round there. And it brings them right back into the fold. The pressure now on Na'Vi's shoulders. Frozen once more trying to dance with these 2 players in middle. And he finds a good timing here, slipping across right as Bit is up and moved away. Rain, I mean, this is basically his position. One of the most formidable cave players you've got. The caveman of FaZe Clan. And there's an opener. Will get swiftly traded and dealt with by Bit, but that's pressure over here towards B, and Alexi can still hear these footsteps right beside him. He knows they're coming his way. He knows they're looking for him. Rain makes it across. Do they want to challenge here onto Alexi? Bit seems to think so. He's there to back up his captain, and between the 2 of them, they will hold back FaZe Clan over at Cave. Frozen's gonna throw his hat into the ring. Frozen arrives. Oh, what a crazy way to do it! But he can't find the second man. And that leaves it all on Rops. Smart player, listening for the info, listening for the footsteps. He goes hunting for Ema back in the spawn. That's the first on his way to the clutch. A lot more to do for Robson, not a lot of time to get it done in 20 seconds. He might need both kills here. Smoking his way, but he plays through it, and that's when Wonderful stops Robson in his tracks.
Fantastic double cave setup there. We're already seeing a lot of fights going on this side of the map, and Alexi plays it to perfection with Bit, trading off of him. You could feel Rob's cooking, but a smoke down at 30 seconds, too tall a task. And right now, trading rounds are these two teams. Swapping punches, and both coming out bloody and bruised. It's FaZe with an early timeout. Legendary players and coaches on both sides chipping in. Hey, even a former in-game leader for FaZe at one point, Brief, was Neo, but now back behind the boys. Right now, we're seeing Karrigan just completely counter JL. He's killed him at least twice on this B-site entry. Did not think he would be JL's kryptonite, but someone has to.
Yeah, I mean, really, there's been two standout players throughout this, and that's Wonderful and JL. Ema has had a recovery since he's gotten onto these playoff stages. Right now, the most interesting one to me is Bit leading the way at 8-3.
Yeah.
The last man standing of that old Na'Vi squad.
They saw FaZe in a final.
And he's got something to prove today.
Alexi is fearless on this cave side. We often see players go through this smoke with a bit of mid-pressure. But FaZe stoic indeed, holding back behind the doors. Rain setting up Rops for an entry now.
Alexi's going to get out of there, and at just the right time as well.
Couldn't have been better.
Alexi still floating around, wants to try and end this over in cave. Rain goes first, Rops the trade. Rops, can he do it? He can't measure up to Alexi. And so that AK is lost. And with it, the round, it all comes crumbling around FaZe Clan as Na'Vi go flawlessly into the lead here.
This is such a confident game from Na'Vi right now, despite the things that FaZe have thrown at them, right? That instant A-rush in the first gun round. Karrigan just going through smokes on entries and boxing Alexi in. Na'Vi looks so unperturbed by the rounds they've lost and just keeps stacking them up. Flawless. That's going to go a long way on this CT economy. FaZe may have bitten off more than they can chew with this cheeky map pick. Remains to be seen. A rebuy now. Got to bring your best move for the table. That's a nice grenade. Ema gets bruised early. Solo mid, supporting util from Bit, who will go back to reinforce. But right now, this B site's needed little assistance. Alexi's lights out.
FaZe want middle, and with that, they've got to respect these smokes. Ema might find himself in the firing line here. Drops in that second smoke in mid. Eventually, FaZe are going to look to come through this. So how long does Ema hang around for? They're looking to come through right now. So Ema just gonna spray and pray. One kill from the man. Brokey caught in the crossfire. Karrigan closing in, but won't get past the double donut setup. Hats off to Bit as he recovers this round. And FaZe Clan, it grinds to a really awkward halt here.
All the spots perfect. Rob's baited the other way. And this is a done deal, surely. Na'Vi absolutely rolling over FaZe with another clean round on the bye. Can you imagine what this Na'Vi team would look like if all of these players played at their peaks? It feels like we might get that today. Bit's hitting some fantastic headshots. JL has done the same. And Alexi, an in-game leader who has been known to hold his own individually.
And it's safe to say that's the case here. Right up top of the board alongside Bit.
We've not even seen Wonderful's orb matter yet.
So there's still so much more to come for Na'Vi. And a worrying start for FaZe.
Just forcing a B execute here. They've got so little to play with. Just Tech9's running through smokes. Nothing to lose, everything to gain.
JL inside of the site. Alexi wins his fight over at the cave, but it's Bit run down first. JL and Ema trying to contain this. As FaZe move in, they've seen a lot of names.
Oh, no!
Starting to get out of control. Alexi wrestling with the AK. Support from Wonderful. Alexi can't deal with the last man. Wonderful misses the backstab. Broky's now got time. Broky's now got a chance. A long way to go for the bomb plant. But don't underestimate Brokey in these clutches.
He's so decisive. He's going to go straight for it, fearless, knowing he's got that great timing and that Wonderful is a long way away. The question is, where does he go in the post plant? Brokey clearing out positions and putting it together. Piecing this flank from Wonderful. There's only one place he can be, says Brokey. No health advantage, but the info, the position, the risky post plant, does it pay off?
FaZe desperately need this round. This is their best chance yet, and Brokey playing with his food and with the backstab! And that's what Brokey's all about!
That's the FaZe we were here for. That's a FaZe you paid to see. The clutch factor, the X factor, the star power. Brokey saves it. That was Tech9's on a B rush. Na'Vi melted them. But a clutch comes through, and FaZe are back to their winning ways. Okay, more decisive B control now. Rain wants to tackle with this cave. Comes at a cost. That cost is health, but he gains control in exchange.
Brokey's delivered them the lifeline, but now FaZe have got to capitalize on it. It can't just be the one and done. This is their chance to break through and tie up the half right here, right now. Carrigan waits.
Here it is.
Took him a little while to find his footing here and get on the board, but Carrigan. That kill tees up FaZe nicely. An early 5v4, JL caught pushing. So now Na'Vi scramble for answers. They scramble to try and make sense of this. There's that wonderful AW.
Oh!
Wonderful! No! Third shot misses. Brokey gets revenge, claws his way back into the round.
FaZe are so good at resetting in these moments. They won't give you any more. They won't chase for another kill. They will go cold. They will go quiet. The seed of doubt in Na'Vi. Can they find anything?
Oh, Carrigan does it again! Every time FaZe have needed these little advantages squeaked out, Finn's been good for it. So now FaZe set their sights on the A play. Bit will move in and deal with the captain of FaZe. Even odds right now, they're not ready for Ema, they're not ready for this, and so Brokey clutching the last, he's got to do it again. This time, one step further, one step too far! As Na'Vi collect themselves, they dust off from that rough start they're gifted there. And they deny FaZe that even scoreline on the half.
Yeah, despite those explosive entries as well, Carrigan still continuing to ruin JL's day, but it doesn't matter. He's got his team to rely on. Bit active mid-round, and Ema does not look scared on this stage. He's here to rewrite his story today. A star with an asterisk on him. And finally, in the final round of this T side, Brokey funded for an AWP.
Been a long time coming. How's it look now that Brokey gets his weapon of choice down the lane, over towards Long? He's got this line, looking for that first incision. Brokey nails it. Tech9's run down JL. And a quick dig from Robs, the pistols, backbone of that AWP. Looking to make amends here. Ema burning alive, and it's just wonderful. Left against it all. Needs the smoke open, but that shot sails past, and FaZe with one AWP and a collection of pistols. They've left an impression here, trading blow for blow down the stretch at the end of this half. Wonderful is just praying that anything connects, that he can get something to give him an edge. Brokey wants the knife. Brokey's getting ballsy. Wonderful flashed, and as he moves up, if he pulls this knife, Brokey will fall, but frozen trays and FaZe.
Sayang yung knife. Sayang yung knife kill.
WP and the pistols, and they get something to latch onto heading into this second half.
Just enough. 5 rounds. You're not celebrating if you're FaZe, but you're well and truly in the game. Some clutch rounds coming through, but Na'Vi playing to another level right now, a level we've never seen out of this team. A crew put together off of the performance of Paris, and you were ready to write them off, but they are in the major final.
Yeah, it would have been so easy to think that those were, one-hit wonder performances, the highest heights that a lot of these individuals had ever reached was there on the stages of Paris. But they look to prove the world wrong here and now. Na'Vi, a confident display to open up in that first half.
And I think it's Alexi leading as well with the kills. 13 and 6 on the Finnish captain. Certainly not cold here.
5-7.
It's going to get a little bit harder leading this T side now against a very mobile, very active FaZe, making a gamble in this pistol. They roll wrong.
Rain with the dual Berettas, it's all him. Na'Vi move on in, they flood over the site. Carrigan will get here in time, but he's one man against the world right now. And run down. Locked off from Spawn. Who from FaZe is going to make the first move here? It might have to be Rain. They reroute through middle. Ema offers something up. Ema offers up that 4v4 into the retake, and now they rejoin FaZe. They rejoin Rain over in cave.
Great control.
He's been spotted, dinked by the Glock. 2 in from ramp. FaZe is slowly but surely moving in, but not for long as Na'Vi swiftly deal with this retake before it even begins.
Denied at the door. No ID, no entry.
So shall not pass.
And Na'Vi shut FaZe out of that B-bomb site. The gamble goes wrong, and this round gets worse.
Pitas pa ng dalawa.
What are we witnessing?
This is getting real stressful for FaZe. This is getting real stressful for Carrigan. They've played blinders throughout the playoff stage so far. But he still is yet to lift a trophy here in the Royal Arena.
It's his third final in this very building, his 4th time on the stage. And still not enough. Will that be the question for Carrigan on home soil? Emo wants to make it so easy entries into the middle. And this force buy from FaZe dissipating in front of our eyes.
Damn it.
They will have to dig deeper than ever before. This should be a 10-5 lead for Na'Vi when all is said and done. And once again, the Finnish tactician moves his pieces to the right place.
Ema is very wounded, very hurt, and so that kill is given over for free.
Timing.
Oh, hang on a second. Carrigan might be onto something here. He's just caught a whiff of Alexi going into the cave, but he can't best him in the head-to-head. And so that flank from the captain is nullified. That flank from the captain is knocked out of the round. Na'Vi with a bomb plant. And everything to play for here. FaZe can't justify going for this.
Save, save, save.
And so Brokey and Rain have got to save, and look at what they're saving. Nova, MP9, as they concede a 9th round to Na'Vi. This is going to leave them with very little room down the stretch. It's got to start so strong.
Hindi pa sila nakapag-upgrade. Wala silang nakuha, ano?
Or else it might never get going here on Ancient.
And they still have another round to catch their breath for Na'Vi to get more ferocious, more rapid. And one step closer to closing FaZe's map pick in this series. For crying out loud, Na'Vi, it's Mirage next. They've beaten this very team with Blade playing on that map.
Maganda talaga yung mga plano ng Blade. Magaling siya mag-coach.
Na'Vi must be feeling unstoppable right now. And once
Again,
again,
yung mga, ano niya, mga readouts niya.
To FaZe.
Had a little chat with Carrigan about what Neo brings to the table. He likes to call into these low buy rounds. He likes to help with the CT sides. He is that kind of analytical coach. Hands-on, tries to get involved. And so, desperate times calling for desperate measures. He's going to try and do that now. Let's see what Neo and Carrigan have cooked up between them in a round that FaZe have absolutely no business winning. They come into this with a shotgun and an MP9, a handful of nades. So the FaZe Clan artillery is certainly getting ready, but will Na'Vi fall for the trap?
Looking like an instant dump. Na'Vi do not take their spawns nor their opportunity lightly. They go for a full A exec. It is empty with FaZe starting middle. They know they have the space. They hear those nades, and Na'Vi with a red carpet rolled out. Look to lock in 10 rounds.
Rush B!
There's nothing that FaZe can do or say about this. They're smoked off at every choke point. The only angle open is here through Temple, and even that's being held. There's no way Brokey can save the day with a Nova. And so FaZe have a very tricky task rolled out ahead of them.
Give up lang.
The moment these rifles come out in the next round, they've got to find success and then keep finding it. And that's been the struggle for FaZe, chaining together anything more than just these one-and-done rounds. They've got to embark on a streak here, because Na'Vi have pulled up in title-winning form. Alexi leads the way in and out of the server.
And there is not a weak piece in sight right now for Na'Vi. You were at least ready to write off players like Ima, but he has only gotten better stage by stage, game by game in the major. Bit's having his best performance yet right now, it feels. And Wonderful has not even been required, but he was the reason that G2 had problems yesterday, that they couldn't close that semi-final. He's the reason they're here. How deep does this pool run for Na'Vi? Will FaZe drown in it?
Brokey had to wait till the end of that first half, calling out the what a crazy opener on a Frozen. It takes Rain with a wide swing. And Brokey's Orb getting involved to pull this back the other way. Rain waits with bated breath, fearing a reaction through the cave to try and catch him after that peek through middle. Goes through the motions, falls back into the site to go and help his captain. Molly forces him forward, but Rain is very much in the site now. Getting involved.
Nice.
Him and Carrigan in tandem send Na'Vi packing, and now it's just Alexi. Top in the chart, sure, but a 1v4. You would have never seen the day. Missed shot from Brokey to open, but there's so many players here ready to react, ready to punish, ready to trade. Alexi can't take this any further, surely. One more kill, but there's Rops. End of the line is found on that B site. Ima might have opened, but the victory is short-lived.
What a great play for Rain as well, right? We talk about how powerful he is in the cave. He plays behind the molly, not fearing Alexi's move. He plays ahead of the molly, and he still lets Carrigan get that first contact that sets him up perfectly to refrag. Even if Carrigan dies on that, that just shows how selfless he is on a leader. He's happy to set up his stars, set up his players. Keen to go in first T side and divvy up that entry roll, and keen to take the first contact on B as well. FaZe have to propel themselves. They have to springboard off of that gun round. And with the way that Na'Vi are playing, it's not going to come easy. Ima running through a mid-smoke with no support. That just speaks to how Na'Vi are feeling right now in this grand final.
There is something to be said, especially after, you know, a pretty dismal look in the elimination stage out of Ima. That confidence that he finds in himself on stage is that of a far more experienced player, been in this position once before, but you didn't imagine he would be the only man to be a repeat major grand finalist. Back to back, Frozen up and over, but sandwiched down here in middle. Rain tries to respond.
Oh no!
Nice!
Rain will respond.
Nice!
Alexi thought he had him right where he wanted him.
What the fuck, Carrigan?
Turnaround. So this one's not
Holy
done
shit!
Yet. This one is far from over. That kill should have been Carrigan's all day long. But Wonderful has found a way.
They know he's low. They're going to punish him. This round lives and dies on the play made by Rain, but he's hit the gap.
Nag-choke na kayo.
No idea. Rain waits. Bated breath. Wonderful. About to fall, and that's the bomb in tow.
Down. Bound down.
Won't turn around.
Down.
They're out in sight. He's got to be aware of this. Rain waiting. Flash coming over, but Rain is ahead of it. Oh, I can't respond. Bit. Now has that bomb back under control. Rops, will he get there in time? He's low on health. But all this distraction down towards ramp has at least got this orb set up in the right place at the right time. Will they go hunting for Rops? Will they go looking for the man in middle? Do they grab this bomb and move into B? Flashes over into the B site. Rops is about to confirm that the path forward is through mid. Dropping down. Rops gets out with the first. It's just Ema now. And in comes the
Nice.
Beautifully done from FaZe.
Nice setup.
They're able to withstand these blows from Na'Vi. And they are pulling themselves slowly but surely back into this game.
It doesn't matter how many times you knock down FaZe, they still find a way to get back up after. Never out cold. Always good for a comeback, and I hope they give us that today. At least make this game competitive. Starting to get loud now. And starting to get easier. FaZe have broken that brittle economy of Na'Vi. FaZe are able to win these rounds on their T side, but Na'Vi, that's not going to do them any favors. A missed Molotov for that B site. A smoke in the face, Na'Vi go through.
Straight into Carrigan. Straight into FaZe's mastermind, who's now going to make a stand all alone. He loses his teammate.
Wow.
Cave, and Carrigan keeps on giving. Plant found. Na'Vi, they can at least get this bomb planted, but can they do anything more? Frozen doesn't seem to think so. They had no chance when this one began. And how is Frozen over now? Puts them in boxes.
How has Carrigan been some of the most impactful fragger in this server, in this series? Both the captains have such an important double to know. You can tell me it's just pistols, but if they break through for free there, that's Na'Vi poised, armed, and in a post plant. Carrigan never lets you get to that. FaZe find a way. 2 rounds the difference now. Alexi's got to dig deeper, get that shovel out, but the ground might have frozen over.
Oh. This time FaZe are trying to fight for middle, and Na'Vi are willing to meet them there. 2 players out on an island here in mid. It's Frozen and Rops making this play through the front. Rain even in cave, ready to support, and over at ramp, Carrigan waiting with a smoke pulled, ready to block and deny that presence up towards B. But Alexi, oh hello, sneaks on through the cave smoke, bypasses the 2 players in there.
These wallbangs can be wicked though. He positions as safe as he physically can in this very dangerous position. And while Na'Vi take mid and blind FaZe while doing so, Brokey's passive enough that he doesn't seem to care. Double cave ramps open. We leave Carrigan to hold the window. With no kill offered up, Na'Vi must walk into the jaws of FaZe.
Crossfire set up. Alexi hasn't cleared deep enough. Alexi didn't clear it. And so Frozen gets out scot-free. Can he fire?
Oh!
Frozen is away.
Goddamn flick.
Quick double kill, but he's still got more to do. His job not done yet in this round. JL cancelled as Frozen finds him, and now it's just Bit to go into the moors of this B site to concede this lead that Na'Vi once boasted, and Bit's gonna walk out with his tail between his legs. It's a one-round game.
Na'Vi cannot get ahead of themselves here. FaZe have been in these positions before, and they are making the absolute most of it. Frozen looks so good in that FaZe jersey. Look at this
Crossfire
reunited
Crossfire
core, that old mouse squad. Carrigan moved to greener pastures. He pulled Rops up, and Frozen waited. Frozen waited 2 years in Mouse to get this chance, and he is not going to waste that opportunity. Back-to-back back-breakers from Frozen. And Na'Vi needs something right here, right now, something to celebrate.
They need a hero. We mentioned how this performance from Bit has been uncharacteristic. Well, he's the one with the AK. He's the one with the big gun here. The guy who would have to kickstart it all again for Na'Vi, and that's what he does. First kill found out of Bit's AK. Looking a little better now in Na'Vi as they rush up through the cave. Karrigan and Frozen will try and contain this. Frozen, they smoke him off. They're putting a lot of pressure on Karrigan's shoulders, and that weight might be too much to bear. Karrigan goes searching forward, but overran, overwhelmed. B-side getting dicey. Frozen with the reply. Surely no more, surely not another round, and JL will draw him to a close.
Can they cool off? Can they reset right now? They have time, and the question is, does Rops' brain read this? Does he go one step ahead? One step too far, perhaps? He makes that rotation. A guessing game right now, but Na'Vi, well, they must be fearful. The Rops lurks in the darkness. They go right back into the battleground. Ema attempting to find that player, but soon the plant presents itself. And Rops is a long way away. He's got to give this a go.
Might have dodged that first contact. You can dodge Rops, but can you dodge death? Na'Vi over at long. Rops is opened, and now it's one man left to beat JL.
Oh! Wrong timing!
With confidence! Jay Lionheart!
Wrong timing!
He takes it on head on, and that's what brings Na'Vi back into the game.
Yeah, the face of this team, the courage that JL brings. And he shows that in the clutch, just going for a straight-up swing against one of the world's best mechanical aimers. Rops has been silenced. And to be fair, this is Rops' lowest-rated major in that FaZe jersey. Those are the rounds you need him to win. And without it, Na'Vi now sit on the precipice, 2 rounds away. A break in the action for the black and yellow.
Throughout this whole thing, you've seen FaZe Clan getting tested, slowly warming up in this second half, but this is the toughest moment yet. This one decides whether or not there is still hope for FaZe on Ancient.
They're all in. Live or die by the AWP.
Brokey mollied out. He has to concede. He has to give the site over. Na'Vi is slowly pulling that bomb around. Rops down in middle needs this kill, and he will get it. Meanwhile, Rain found pushing the extremities over at B, but the bomb's already out through main. JL's just a red herring. FaZe take the bait.
Still fishing for that kill. They can't close it. Karrigan's here putting up resistance in the site, but that molly might force his decision. He has to smoke it. Brokey misses his shot. That was a chance. They're slipping by now. Wonderful closing in for the kill. And Karrigan gives him a wiggle, gives him a jiggle, gives him maybe yet another round. Can Brokey save the day?
This is it, live or die by the AWP, and Brokey is cut down. Na'Vi, soldier on.
Ay, nako.
They didn't let that hot streak of rounds that FaZe were on shape them. And with
kitang-kita yung kalahati ng katawan mo.
the rest of the team now stand tall.
Ulit-ulit pa talaga. There is nothing left for FaZe. Maybe the end of Ancient here in front of our very eyes. $2,000 a player. They went all in, and now they may be out.
You know. Huh?
About time. We waited for Wonderful. He shows up in the most important round of this map so far. The turning point. And now it's the home stretch for Na'Vi. Cruise control on.
FaZe have got next to nothing. So much is weighted on this first fight, and Ema mid has been his territory. But this time the nades will get the better of him.
It's a huge upgrade. They
Grenade barrage.
More than ever.
That's how FaZe have been looking to counter Ema's plays out through mid all game long, and so finally they get that reward. They go a man up on the back of the util down in middle.
Very risky play to make.
Is that the olive branch? Is that the lifeline for FaZe Clan that they so desperately needed? Can they convert a low econ round, but a man up?
The mid retake is nice because FaZe shouldn't have double or triple players here, but it does mean the rifle is in position to win the round for FaZe in the middle if Na'Vi go for it.
Tambay lang kayo dyan. Tambay lang kayo dyan.
JL's got a lot on his plate. A 1-2 punch ready to swing. Karrigan again taking that contact, but it's all frozen. It's all that solved AK.
And in this moment, all alone in middle, The round is on Frozen shoulders. They creep out. It is David v Goliath, and he is removed. Bit deals with him. Na'Vi can feel this. They want this. Just a bit.
What the fuck?
And it stands the test of time. JL, can he save the day? Can he cook something up here?
1v2, not a lot of time to do it. FaZe know that. That bomb is right there for the taking. Can he get it and get out? 20 seconds for JL to make his decision, to make his move. But Brokey again, a step ahead. He
Puro
doubts
low
it.
life na yung
JL's got an
dalawa.
open runway.
Oh my God, calling off that rotate. That might cost FaZe everything. JL's going to get in here. He's going to have the plant for free. Now FaZe are left changing. Low on both players. This fight on a silver platter. And that move, that could be the move that cost FaZe $500,000. Just JL left in this one. And it's Rain. Over 8 years on this roster. This is the time to deliver. But the Lionheart, the mad lion of JL, lies in wait. And he is not giving them anything. All the pressure is on Rain's shoulders. No kit means he needs the kill. And JL!
Hello, first map!
Alexi B usurps the king on Ancient. A risky map to rumble in the jungle, and Karrigan may pay that price. Na'Vi 1-0 in the grand final.
Map 2, map 2.
Guys, elbow. Yes.
Guys, they think it's me, I think. They think it's me.
He's elbow left side, baby ball.
I have. One temple, one cross temple, guys.
I have that. Elbow and temple.
I'm all him.
I have temple.
He's alone, he's alone. Guys, temple.
Two, if he should. No, if he should. But он прийти может. I have temple.
Pretty close. Nice, last MVP, close temple. No?
Yes.
Oh, planting.
Can you get
Planting. Красите, guys.
Nice!
Bro, how I killed Frozen middle.
The Mirage was going to be coming through the pipeline here. And sometimes this FaZe squad do their best work from behind. A map down in the series, they've got an eye on impossible task. The one that they will take to. Na'Vi, T-side opener, and a chance for them to set the pace in what could be the defining map of this first CS2 major.
Fearless start for FaZe. Straight up top mid with a vengeance. Donk-esque, but denied. Robs gets pushed all the way back to the safety of the A site. How safe is it really? Smokes go over, it's a farce. The bomb is a long way out. If Na'Vi are going to commit, they have to bring it all the way back through spawn. These smokes will be long gone by that point. Bit double fake, back to B. Can he draw them out of position? Wonderful needs this entry right now. It's not getting given.
Nice.
Back shot comes in from Frozen, finding Bit. Now the bomb's out ramp, and now the kills come through for Na'Vi.
Oh, Robs. Awkward misses to open. Now they know about him. Trapped in at the stairs, and JL will secure that. Plant found for Na'Vi. They're trying to pull this one back. 2v4 when it opens. Can JL and Alexi cook something up for Na'Vi? Plant found. FaZe are grouping. A long rotate out of Frozen, who's been the kind of standout player for FaZe so far, the one that you could have justified crumbling in this grand final. Furthest he's ever gone. But kills to the good already. They're going to need him here and now as JL drops another man. Alexi never even giving them the fight from ramp. Smoke on the bomb. Connects. Karrigan dead, and Frozen's going to fly solo. Knives are out. Knives are pulled, and Frozen.
Wala lang time.
It matters not. Explosive beginning for Na'Vi, and already Alexi B up to his tricks. A hit into B fake, back to the former site. They're going to keep FaZe guessing in this game. And as the death feared, there is a world, there is a way that Na'Vi could just roll over FaZe in this final map. A FaZe that had seemingly done everything, seemingly set themselves up for another major. slaying the Dragon in the quarterfinal, removing the reigning champs of Vitality in that semi. But the final boss, underestimated, unexpected, but up for the task, it's Na'Vi.
I'll put everything into this round. Finally, a nice long stretch for FaZe to play with. Don't have Na'Vi breathing down their necks just yet, so this is their chance to get involved early. M4 put in the capable hands of Robs. Aggression through the Palace gives FaZe Clan a lot of information to work with. For Na'Vi, instead, they've honed in on middle. Smoke in their way. That's going to waste precious time. Over at ramp, JL getting pressured.
Oh, gotta go quick. The smoke won't last forever. And how deep is Rain pushed in? He's still being given absolutely nothing. Na'Vi know that FaZe are playing to the extremities right now, and JL just doesn't want to risk it. Reset. Leave this lurk. They're going to come find it, come fight it. Ema won't last long, and now FaZe are arming themselves. They're finding more and more space. Another kill off the pistol. And Na'Vi just back to this B site, desperate times. They won't get in.
Brokey even in with the backstab, and it's a flawless pistol round.
Nice.
Done. With that
Let's go!
They break through, and it's not even needed.
Ferocious for FaZe.
Let's go!
That's going to get the blood flowing for FaZe Clan nice and early. You didn't want to start off at a big deficit on the back foot straight away as they're put down to this 4-spy round, but they reap the reward. They find success. And that means a lot to FaZe right now. They need to keep themselves in this more than ever, and that's what the captain is trying to do right there. Get this crowd back on his side.
He needs it. He needs all the help he can get right now. These stars of Na'Vi shining at the same time in the most important game of their careers. There's never going to be a better opportunity for Na'Vi to take a 2-0 over FaZe. We go to Inferno. Questions again are raised. Can Na'Vi put it to bed early? Finding a force back here feels
Info na siya, may info siya.
Rather, FaZe armed and ready. Nice swing
Itaas,
for
dalawa.
Rox. Frozen dealing with top
shit.
but he won't last.
Lovely B to open, but they don't take it any further than that. Window locked down by Brokey. And so this return to the force for Na'Vi does not net them the results. It's just Alexi B.
He wants to give them nothing. No grenades. You kill me. All you get is the score. Have your headshot. Na'Vi will be back. Oh.
He shouldn't be ready for Robson with the backstab. Shouldn't be ready for this man coming in to take it all away. Brokey even poking from top mid, trying to challenge him. Brokey just chases the kill down.
I mean, this is a FaZe that beat Spirit on this map. We thought that no one was going to do that. We thought that was impossible. They did it on a stage. They did it with all the pressure of that Katowice final going the other way. FaZe had a great CT side on that second half. Never let Spirit get started. So can they stop Na'Vi before it even begins? That force by may have made it so. Pistols again for the T side as we wait rifles.
See Alexi taking a bit of time to start talking over that next round. That's the important one. Goal here for Na'Vi. Anything resembling a bomb plant would be fantastic if they can somehow break through, but not going to be easy, not with Rain in position and ready to shut this down. Robs even, right place, right time over the stairs as they both get involved.
Nice.
The site is locked down. And so the Glocks don't get in for Na'Vi.
And this has been one of the problems for Na'Vi on this map. Ema on these mid-lurks, not necessarily been finding the best timings in this tournament, having trouble finding impact. Of course, it doesn't matter in a round like this, but he is integral. He is a requirement in this map. if Na'Vi are going to get a good T-side rolling. Nothing there and then, but now Na'Vi get to bite the bullet.
Yeah, the question around Na'Vi is can they keep it together across this second map? Don't have to look much further than their opposition on the other side. They know what it means to be close to achieving greatness. And they also know the heartbreak of falling short when you're in the lead. So Na'Vi, the pressure never goes away. It never stops.
They have their fans in the arena, but right now it feels entirely against them. The FaZe cheers, Karrigan waits, he lets them in.
Full blind as he gets his first kill. Might need more out of Karrigan, but he keeps on giving. Oh, even the dink. Karrigan's on a tear. And even though they flush him out, the leader of FaZe has done his part. He has done enough.
Ang nade lang yan.
And this first attempt at the B play, an up-tempo round for Na'Vi, scaled back immediately.
Flank off flank. Backstab.
Don't even have time to come to grips with their failures here as Rain looks to come in on the backstab. And Rain should have this one locked in, dead to rights. Looking for a clean and Rain cleans all.
Oh, no vision needed.
Yeah.
These are very clean rounds for FaZe.
A blind killer.
Confidence building on the CT side of Mirage, money getting made. Na'Vi yet to show us their map pick, the reason why they've had a streak. They've got some legit wins here. But this is still up against a FaZe who refuse to go down without a fight. Alexi buys a scout into the eco.
All right then. Let's see what Alexi B's got up his sleeve, shall we? Scout in mid, but that shot sails on past them. So that was the chance to get involved early. Bit of a classic here from Karrigan, as he's pulled out the AUG.
One of his more comfortable guns and perfect position to use it in that new van boost. It's got a nice angle. Na'Vi should know this is coming. They just clear middle instead, letting the Deagles lead.
Alexi's going to take first contact, but another shot misses from that scout. Nade even finding more damage. Rob's just toying with him in middle, trying to bait him into the pistols is Alexi. But Robs will not take that bait. He knows better. Gets out of the danger zone, but that does leave the catwalk open, and Na'Vi sights set on this B split. The pressure is going to be on Frozen and on Karrigan. Frozen open, spots them over at short, a kill from Karrigan, but that's the end of the line. It's Frozen and Rain who hold on. And as Alexi moves in over the bodies of his teammates, this 1v4 is not happening. FaZe Clan will not give Na'Vi an inch of ground on this second map.
Orbs out as well. About time. Wonderful slow to start in that previous map, but wasn't really a requirement for Na'Vi. Now they need him. They need these opening kills. FaZe have shown a couple of aggressive mids. Mid takes, Frozen and Rops at the front of it. Gonna go back for more. Boost up. Nice movement from Frozen. Gets him straight into the ladder room. Brokey posts as well. But JL highlighted on the desk is the guy to watch out for in this Palace position. Brokey knows. He awaits. JL just misshoots, I think. Yeah, bullet missing. But he's gonna peek him close. Can Brokey hit this in time?
It's a very strong reaction out of JL. Trying to play the close angle to throw off the AWP. Meanwhile, his teammates are taking middle. Brokey waits all round.
Oh, no!
Nuts, and comes up short. JL deals with him over in Palace, and so now the gaps start to show. Bit with a kill through the window. Frozen at least brings it back. Rain prepares himself for the lengthy defense of this A site. Tucked into a corner with Frozen dead over on the short side. It's got to be Rain. It has to be Rain. Karrigan moves in to help him. Rain puts up the first, but they're deeper than he's ready for. The backstab's right here.
Oh no!
Karrigan's bailed him out. And this one still has legs on it as FaZe respond. It's just JL, starts his round over in Palace, looking for the crown. But the kings of the Royal Arena are right here.
And they rule with an iron fist. A stellar defense for FaZe to start this game. And that's what the people want right now. FaZe wake up just in time. And they don't roll over. Not in a grand final.
That's your veterans not crumbling under the pressure. Rain over 8 years in this very roster. And Carrigan, with more time spent playing professionally than players like Donk have been alive.
At least may info siya. May isang sniper sa TV.
They're out mid, the timing's awkward, they're double under Frozen. Provides immaculate cover. Both kills off the spray. Very well recovered. And Na'Vi, nothing to show for yet another eco that will go by the wayside. Couple of pistols that could, but probably won't.
And if you're Na'Vi, you're wondering, how has it started like this? Moments ago, you were riding the high of stealing away FaZe's map pick in the series. You felt like this grand final was as good as yours.
Save.
But you've got nothing to show for these first 8 rounds played on Mirage.
It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Take 9, Deagle, Scout.
Connector, impatient, bloodthirsty. Brokey brings his laser. Missed shot. Gonna have another chance, but they're getting closer and closer by the second. Support needs to be called in. Rob swaps positions. Rain might pay the price.
Oh.
A backstab comes in. The Deagle connects. Somehow it's a 3-on-3.
I don't know where Rob's got to in all this. He's playing the long game right now. He's got to make the play that wins the round. It was him who got bypassed in this smoke.
Oh no!
And falling off.
Whoa!
Pulled together. You can dodge it for a moment, but you can't cheat death. It's just bit. 1v2. Runs him down.
Not even close.
Very good discipline.
It may have cost that
Nice
clean
backstab.
advantage, but Rob saves the day when FaZe need him. And
Nice
they need him
backstab.
now.
Yan o. Malaki impact yung ano kay
My,
Frozen.
oh my. Na'Vi need a breather. You want to talk tacticians, Blade joins that conversation, standing right behind, ready to bring wealth of experience. He may not soothe your mental, but he will fix your game plan. And right now, Na'Vi need exactly that.
That extra pair of eyes on Na'Vi trying to bring them back into the fold. I mean, that round was the closest they've come in a little while to truly breaking through. So a time to talk this one over, a time to try and recover the beating that FaZe are dealing them.
It's this round, or the T side will disappear in front of your very eyes. And FaZe have more plays to make. They have more ideas, a new setup. Goes the same way for Na'Vi and execute into this bomb site. We won't see necessarily a commitment off of this util volley. JL makes his presence known in Palace as well. But FaZe block it immediately. Molly, smoke, double ramp. There's no getting in here. Sure, Na'Vi have burnt the util of FaZe. They can recommit with a second attempt. But it's costing them time. It's allowing FaZe to sit and wait. 3 in the site.
Rain and Frozen top to bottom here. As the play's looking to come through, Rain seeks refuge under the Palace. Frozen has to watch out for him from up above. Frozen answers the call. Rain is dead, but Frozen's still a threat. And more players flood the defensive lines for FaZe. They repel the A play. Ema late lurk out through middle, but what can he hope to achieve?
Oh,
from
they
this?
saw him.
This is that timing on the man running under.
And that just cuts off the bomb.
Let Wonderful know to prep for a fight, but Wonderful needs speed, he needs pace, and Carrigan knows that that one smoke grenade could have just won the round.
It's perfect.
Forces a reroute out of Wonderful with the bomb. This one is down to the final few seconds, down to the buzzer. Na'Vi moving quickly, they need to. Time is not on their side. Hema with the double, suddenly there's a chance. Na'Vi chase that bomb plant and they're gonna get it down. Wonderful chance, and that gets him off the bomb. Brokey takes it away.
Talo pa rin, talo pa rin. Talo pa rin.
What? He lives just long enough. Brokey, that's one way to do it. It almost cost them, well, it did cost them last map, playing ahead of the bomb in a 2v1. Right there, it saves FaZe's bacon. And that was a beautiful move. We had a big flank coming in all the way through T-spawn. We had Carrigan being loud in the apartments, allowing his team to fight with him. Still Na'Vi made that look winnable. But one not. And they are just desperate, trying to cling on in this map. Another buy comes around this orb.
The trek through middle begins for Na'Vi. Brokey tries to give himself an angle. This time they lose that early man. They go a man down. So FaZe are fighting from the back foot. Na'Vi, they've been so close to breaking through, but they've not yet been able to do it. And this is why Frozen, any more from him, will get silenced. JL secures that kill. Brokey on the rotate over. Rain about to meet his fate. Through the murder hole, it's Alexi B to lock it in. Brokey maintains control of the B site, and this one falls apart. Once again, Na'Vi feel like they're close, but they just can't break through.
They just can't find the gap. They can't find a player sleeping. Even when they're going for full XX on one side, those lurks are getting hounded down. Backstabs on backstabs. FaZe holds strong. They won't group in this 2v1. This gives Ema a chance. He woke up, found his first kill of the game last round. And he now needs both in this B bomb site. Bomb plant allowed. He won't be certain of that.
He never expects that they would give him this much room. They would give him the chance to play around this bomb, and so he'll go hunting first, checking out every sight line that's available. Ema will lock in a bomb plant here, but as Brokey moves in, sliding through the market, Ema has got to do this all alone.
Ooh. What the fuck?
Alone through the market. Ema has got to do this all alone. Brokey! Not missing a beat!
There's that Latvian laser we were promised. We were waiting for. And in a grand final, no less. Brokey is saving the day for FaZe in these last couple of rounds. Just as Na'Vi get close.
Saan niya yung hinahanap?
This is brutal from FaZe.
This is a statement.
It's the mentality of a championship winning team. It's not over till it's over.
I mean, they've been in a fair few finals, Harry. We've seen them. We've seen FaZe in every single Tier 1 LAN grand final since the inception of this game. From Shanghai to this arena, Katowice.
Oh, okay.
They've had it all.
Damn.
All except this arena since the inception of this game. From Shanghai to this arena, Katowice. They've had it all except the wins. Only 2 out of the 5. This would be their 3rd out of 6. If FaZe can bring this back in a reverse sweep, right now they're making the case for it. They can't just be that second place team.
Carrigan right now, 6 kills, 6 deaths, 6 assists. He's bearing the mark of the devil. Done a deal with him to pull them in this position. FaZe are looking to embarrass Na'Vi on their map pick. They want to send a message. And it feels like that message has been keenly received by the Na'Vi squad. They are terrified as they embark out through middle, an area they've had for free. In so many of these rounds, everything is uncertain. The game has slowed to a crawl. But now Na'Vi look to make their move.
A mid-take with the bomb. The smokes are down, but FaZe don't look to hide behind them. They look to go through, in front, up, top, everywhere. You'll find FaZe in your face, in your dreams, in your nightmares. 5-on-2 in the blink of an eye. Oh! Is that entry enough?
It has got them control of the site. It has got them some serious room. And right now, FaZe are embarking on a double flank that won't find anything because that bomb is already here. Plant comes in and FaZe know they've got to get moving. Frozen and Robs a little faster on the backstab now. Looks like they want to try play into this one first.
Surrounded.
Na'Vi are boxed in, Wonderful desperately looking for a route out, but he can't find it. And so now it's got to be Bit on for an ace clutch. The legacy member of Na'Vi, the longest standing, spammed out, finished off. The hells are empty because its demons are right here. And they are in the ranks of FaZe Clan. They are lighting Na'Vi up. A whole map of Mirage and nothing to show for it for Na'Vi.
This is the FaZe we were promised. And Na'Vi, the deal is off the table. The half falls in tow. Not a weak player in sight, not a gap, not a way back. Frozen is 15-3. He wants to join this squad. He wants to take a trophy with his team. Robs is burning alive, doesn't even realize. Down to 6 before he escapes, but still FaZe somehow infallible. They don't fall.
But that's a collateral from Carrigan's Orb. A wild statement in and of itself. You've seen him done it before, but Carrigan is really taking some liberties here.
This is a nice beast player. FaZe don't have the resources. They need to pull Brokey over ASAP.
That's the double lob defense over towards B then if Brokey joins the party. Brokey's not moving a muscle right now. It is just Carrigan and Frozen who have got to make this stand. They've got to hold on. Frozen overran. Carrigan trying to roll back the years but can't find any more off that AWP. It's Brokey or it's bust. 1 kill back. And that levels the playing field. Brokey, you've seen that tendency to get aggressive, betray him before. And Ema will deal with that point man out through the market. Robs is so low from the start of the round as Na'Vi scramble for anything at the last of the half. They're eyeing up 2. It's only Rain who can stop them. Robs is too low, too wounded since the start of this round, and so Rain's got to be the guy. With Robs dead, Rain follows, and Ema salvages something there for Na'Vi. But 2 might be all they get if they can't come into this second half swinging on their map pick.
Hold your horses, because we may have one more map in this grand final. A 3-map affair, unseen since Boston 18. We have been waiting. We deserve it here in the Royal Arena. 16,000 people here to watch the greatest game to ever grace our screens. That's Counter-Strike for you. Royal Arena, are you ready to rumble?
Right now, FaZe could make a statement. They could have Na'Vi believing Ancient was all a fluke. And it would all start with this pistol round. Slow in the beginning, but the moment that ball gets rolling, will you be able to stop it? Bit thinks so. Him and Ema combine for a kill, but run down at ramp. Ema falls. Wonderful tapping away, can't find a thing. FaZe move in, and they're going for the throat. Dead to the man back in con. Carrigan whittles down, and now it's Robs. Robs being...
Oh, fucking hell!
He always does!
Damn!
lowest rated major in the FaZe jersey. He wants to change that tune right now. And with that third map waiting, Inferno feels inevitable for FaZe to Na'Vi to battle on. Even Carrigan's dad knows it.
Apa pala yan niya? Carrigan.
It's the thing, as many a team have learned, when you beat FaZe, one man more than any other takes it very personally, and that man is Carrigan. They opened up to an L at Na'Vi this year at Sydney. And so since that point, the cogs have been whirring, knowing it would come up today. But the solution has been a long time in the making, and FaZe have solved this problem.
The final boss of these grand finals. And Na'Vi cowering back, 4-on-5, make it worse. Carrigan puts it at
Nice.
And FaZe go berserk in this 5-on-2. There's not an inch for Na'Vi to take.
Take 9.
They win the first and the last round of that first half, but everything in between belongs to FaZe. They will make you work. And if you're not ready to do that, then this one will get away from you. What a recovery from FaZe. No one was stepping up on Ancient. The only bright light was Frozen. But as this grand final is lurched on, as Na'Vi have tried to play catch-up, everyone is having their moment for FaZe Clan.
There has been no saving grace. JL's courage, Wonderful's flicks, Bit's headshots, all denied by the inevitable FaZe Clan. A trade out in middle. JL makes a move. Carrigan gets that jump spot, but his head cut off. It's opened up a path back to safety for JL. He'll take it. Barely standing. A heavy gust will knock his head off, but FaZe want nothing to do with this shot. Gonna be round the world and back again into Bit.
Na'Vi are left with the thought that this round is so far from over. They've been in better spots than this, and so it's still plenty of time to go wrong. Bit dead first. That opens up the A play. That opens up the ending of Mirage. One that Na'Vi hope is just a facade. One that they hope disappears. This can't be real. That's what they're thinking. Oh, but it is. FaZe Clan teed up to take it. A man down as they embarked on this final round, this final journey. They want this one to go all three. They want this final to deliver. Woo! FaZe Clan recover.
They flip the script. They land on their feet. And now the job is just beginning.
I'm happy. He's not up B. I smoked it.
Guys, one under, guys, one's falling under.
Up B now.
They're going beat him. This guy was mid.
Only one. David.
Yeah, we just go double lock. One should be late BS, boys. I saw him mid. 15 seconds ago.
Now short, please. The kitchen, homie.
Landing. There's a second garden.
Yeah.
Both
I
sides.
confused steps, sir.
Now short push for now.
I'm peeking in some.
Yeah. Move up, guys. Move up. You can
Pushing
move up for car.
Short one. Short.
That's snappy.
Short dead.
He was snappy. In the kitchen.
Molly's
Backside.
rocket bench.
Rocket at bench.
You hit him.
Nice.
Nice.
Fucking perfect execution, but they got
Yes, sir. Good fucking call, boys.
fucking good shit.
It's fucking cool, boys.
JL again, I think one of the
As well. And still they do not shrink under the lights on the stage in the highest
Oh, awkward for JL.
look fantastic. We didn't doubt FaZe. Not shrink under the lights on the stage in the high in this final bout for
Can't catch him on plant here
Final
for
map.
FaZe Clan. They know how important this early game is. So they want to try and take space away. They're going to pressure Ema, but he will not go down without a fight. Bit takes up his position. FaZe Clan still searching, still hunting, but that might hurt them in the long run. Bit has the chance right there, and with Brokey dead, it's just the captain, it's just Carrigan, alone in the pit, no one by his side. And so Na'Vi, they're the ones to get off to a good start now.
that is not an easy round for Na'Vi, even with a 5v4. They may have FaZe surrounded, but we talk about how hard these retakes are, how easy these post plants can feel. FaZe feel uncomfortable. They're shaking in their skin, just trying to hunt down Na'Vi, who hold off.
Tapos na to kanina.
Just about three.
Talo sila. Tapos na to kanina eh.
And grab it with each kill, with each second. They can feel that they are on their way to the crowded buyers. Na'Vi, one kill away now, and there's the killing blow. Na'Vi's highest height in years, and the gamble of taking breakout players from Paris and molding them in their image pays off.
Vindication for one of Counter-Strike's brightest minds. Alexi B securing his major trophy, taking down his former roster in the semis, and besting one of the greatest in-game leaders Counter-Strike has ever seen when it matters. Bit, the only remaining Stockholm champion in the black and yellow, he held on when others had enough. Revenge for the Antwerp final against FaZe finds him glory once again, and Ema proves that
Champion ng
Paris
Na'Vi.
was no fluke.
2-1.
He ascends once more and one step further, engraving his name on a major trophy. JL enters the pantheon of legend. He called it, and an
It's a nice game. It's a nice game. Talaga, you win some, you lose some. X. Dawkins Thumbs DX. Yes, hello. Hello. Hello, mate. Why is my game so laggy?